All right, bro. Don't break it, bro. You and your little ducky keyboard, huh? I say your ducky keyboard. UCF, nigga. Mark, mark this team. Tez left, Tez right. All we do. Then you have your OBS on everything else.
The Bounce House, and it's easy
You
to
get your
see why
stream
they
deck.
call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF.
See?
What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash
That does
talk,
more than just
things
sound
that go
effects, though.
on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Yeah, I know.
Taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCF Knights. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it away to start.
This is my first home game, I think.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down here
Let's
for
see
the
what he
offense.
does when I come out.
He'll try the toss to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I see what that play was. I'm trying to take that.
Of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line and is running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He's looking to throw it right down the middle. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout.
Look at trash. The coldest?
Yeah,
nigga trash.
Nigga trash. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. A strike down the field. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route.
He did one team bad.
The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
With the catch, it's Kiner. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go.
You know I don't like batters like that, but only batter I took was James Wood.
With a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Hold on.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That's why my shit was fucked up.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in.
There we go. Good stop.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. And now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Trying the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Handoff to the lone back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll go with a direct snap. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
That's the end of the
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Touchdown, UCF!
Take the threes.
Made the snag and strolled
Points
his
of
way
threes,
into the end zone. The AT unit on the field.
I'll do 15.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
What's in? It's here at 37.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll
For
stop
PA.
them at the 16.
They against PA, nice at 23. Yeah.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's almost to that first down marker.
Assist? Come on, you know that's her body, bro.
They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Direct snap. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Connecticut.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Phoenix what? Mercury? When the fuck that happened? Man, what the fuck?
Second down coming up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. That is a completely...
Bring a grounded play for Atlanta.
The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass is intercepted.
That's a good switch there.
What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Kind of want to let them play for like a week and see what to do. Yeah.
Looking for block.
Cause they be on that bullshit.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Past the 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCF! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter.
You about to play Minecraft on the PC?
To see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I'm not leaving.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
No.
Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the
Yeah.
1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down
Fuck
to
a
this
SWAT.
right here, Reese. Obviously, this
Slow
offense
ass
hasn't
nigga.
had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some
That's how
points.
I'll be.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I couldn't answer that question, bro.
Seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's got it downfield
Me?
for a huge gain.
Yeah.
He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's all personal preference. That's also different types of coffee. Like, you can be drinking something and it has no caffeine in it.
Getting the passing game going. This is big.
Like, do you want to, like, be up?
Listen, I know
Like,
you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half, we
I'm not gonna lie, Mark.
the football out, cutting into this
Alright.
deficit.
I know something that's gonna wake you up instantly. One
Coming out with it, it's Richardson.
thing you could do, you could take pre-workout.
Every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
You could do that. You could take pre-workout or drink a cold brew. That has more caffeine.
Now the
But it's
UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've
Yeah.
got time, they've got the lead, and
But
it's sort of
it's real
doctor
bitter.
first, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create.
I don't really rock with energy drinks like
A
that.
lot of
I'm
this
not
comes
gonna lie
down
to
the
you.
quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
And get you a cold brew.
Here's this offense with a first
Add some
set of
sugar,
downs.
maybe a little bit of cream. You should be good.
A run for the quarterback. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Damn, that nigga hardly
The offense
hurt.
calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down.
So I would get back in the Madden, bro, but they talking about a Snoop Dogg card. I'm good.
Quickly make an accurate throw.
Yes, bro, I'm good off that.
Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Ooh, I could have hit that streak up the middle. Now I think he's gonna make his way all the way over there.
He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a
Might as well take this field goal.
opportunity. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 31, set to kick this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He'll start the third quarter with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
Oh my
Gets
God.
behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone.
Oh, he dropped that. Come on, man.
On 4th down is to no avail.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. and the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a
I'm not even
pick
scoring
six.
offense.
Touchdown,
His
Knights.
defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Need the
they knock
XP
through
though.
the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're about to kick it away, and the
Three
defense
pick
probably
sixes.
can't wait to get back out there.
All
after the pick
INTs
six.
total.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to
I
turn
be
the page
knowing they
here
gonna
and
throw
lead
it
this
to him
offense.
too.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Lofts one high and deep.
Oh, you swatted
And it's
that?
incomplete. Good play
That's another
downfield by the
pick.
DB.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the
Okay,
time.
Jay.
DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
I know
And they
too.
won't make the connection going for the big play.
I'm gonna try something
This
though.
offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, going up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left
Ooh, he
side.
burnt on.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more.
Still
And
might
with
get
the
some
extra
pressure,
point, they
but
trail
no.
by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UConn answered the bell away from the Rent today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head on. Generally the mark of a really
Only
good
threw the
team.
ball 6
The
times.
circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings,
He's blitzing
and the other
there.
heads home licking its
Blitzing these
wounds.
Hey,
two.
Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for space. It's Richardson. He's knocked down in
Must
the
be
backfield.
good.
He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Slithers into space. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep.
What the fuck?
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats. And
What happened
once
over
he
there?
got loose, it was all over.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm
I've
going
yet to get
straight down the
pressure.
field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
He's able to
Wow.
work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds.
What? It's tough.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on inside.
Damn,
What sort
RJ
of
Harvey.
changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Dumps it off in the flats. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
What is
The
that?
officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will
Third and
take the penalty.
15.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's
I should have
incomplete.
hit
A
that.
defender all over him. Knocked the
I
ball to the
should have
ground.
hit
Fourth
that.
down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for
Don't
this
run that
offense. You
back.
wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he'll have to
First
check
down.
his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Oh,
The
good.
Knights are on the move.
Good blitz, though. Just got nano.
Wide out in motion.
Trying to cause the
But jet sweep
engage.
pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The sure hands. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Knights! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Got his man downfield. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and hit.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got a little space. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCF! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Movement here from the tight end. He's going to pass. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
No. Trying to get some sacks.
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw.
Got him.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10.
Wow.
Hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's knocked down.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll
That was a weak goal line stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
It's a pit.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's running in the open. The 20. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. The option look. Quick toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Right? It's hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle, it's Royer. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit, you get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretch.
Back on them, y'all go.